everyone in this room will be voting for the next Young Israel president. We have a number of amazing candidates coming in tonight. Firstly, my name is Abraham Cooperstein. And I will be moderating this debate. This debate will be moderated under very strict guidelines. Very strict guidelines indeed. So, this is not like normal davening. Guys at the back left corner, there will be no interrupting and talking. This is not like Kriyat Torah, so I don't want anyone hissing or booing when someone makes a mistake. As always, we ask you not to applaud and all throughout this debate, except for now, as we introduce our first candidate. Our first candidate is the incumbent, Ezra Siva. Everyone in this room knows just how eager he is to serve 4 more years in this most prestigious position of YIB president. Ezra, would like to give us a brief. Ezra, would like to give a brief introduction.
Good evening. Erev Tov. Happy Purim. Freilichen Purim.
Yeah, okay.
Purim Sameach.
We said brief.
Freilichen Purim.
That's great. Thank you. We can just take a sip on
Happy
that.
Purim. Freilichen Purim.
Okay, thank you, Ezra. We're looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Coming along, next is a long-time YIB member and a wife of a very long-time board member. Really part of the whole YIB institution. Please give it up for Hillary Giora Okay. Our next candidate is all the way from Poland, running on a herring for all ticket. Give it up for Bernie Ellie
In my shtetl, everyone had herring, lots of herring. Dill herring, alt herring, pingu herring. What do we have in our kiddush? Carrots, fish balls. What we need is for the 1% to come together and pay for the real kiddush for everybody.
Okay, that was an interesting one. Our next candidate has never served on the board. He's never sponsored a kiddush. He's never stayed in for the rabbi's speech, and in fact, has never attended davening. He's here to take up the YIB establishment. Please give it up for Rabbi Ronald Schlag.
Let me explain. It's complicated, but it's actually quite simple. It is simple, but it's actually quite complicated. We have lost our way. Everyone here is dressed up, and that is beautiful. Beautiful. But it is pitch above today. Sad. It is sad. And I am here to drain the challenge. There has never been anyone as good as me at eating challenge. Really. The most beautiful challenge.
Okay, well, I think everyone is looking forward to this. First question is going to go to Mrs. Giora Ponovich. You've been part of the YIB political scene for many, many years. Probably longer than all the other candidates put together. What do you have to say to those who say that you are an establishment candidate, that you bend the rules as you see fit?
I'm sorry, hang on just 1 minute. I'm almost done. I just have one more confidential email I need to send off. I'm almost, yeah. sorry, just business to take.
Right on. Okay, well, let's move on to the first topic of the night. First topic of the night is immigration. Let's start with you, the incumbent. Ezra, how are we going to attract new members?
Abraham, I'm glad you asked me that. It's very simple. There are familiar faces, there are unfamiliar faces, and what we want is for the familiar faces to get to know the unfamiliar faces, and the unfamiliar faces to become familiar faces. Let me give you an example. Let me see if I can find an unfamiliar face. There's an unfamiliar face. Sir, my name is Ezra. Simon. You seem unfamiliar. That doesn't mean you don't live here. No. You might live here, and I might not live here. I don't know. We don't know. What I want is for you to become more familiar to me. How do we do that? Sure. Okay. This is my
As you said, crystal clear, I now know exactly what to do. Rabbi Shlomo.
It is very simple. We are losing members. We are losing Shmirah volunteers. I heard from my daughter Yael that we are losing our stroller parking lot. Colorina, winners. Maimonides, hugely winners. When New York and Canada send us members, who do they send? They send schleppers. We need winners. I recently met an Israeli who was in the IDF Special Forces while simultaneously completing his theoretical quantum mechanics physics PhD, while simultaneously obtaining smicha. These are the people that will make YIB great again.
You want to make YIB great again? And we give them fish balls. More fish balls. I'm talking about herring. Much's herring. Real herring. Jalapeno herring. The kind of herring that we haven't seen back in the shtetl. That's what we need. All right. That's enough.
Okay, next question. We're going to send this over to Hillary. Hillary, how are we going to make all members feel included?
I'm so glad you asked me that, Abraham. Now, when I sit in shul, I think about cracking the glass ceiling. And then I think, no, I'm actually sitting in the glass ceiling. So, for all the little girls out there, sitting in groups with Annika, I'm here to tell you that I am going to make sure that we build a mechitza.
Hillary, thank you so much. Finally, something we can agree on. We need to build a mechitza. A wall. And I know how to build walls. It will be beautiful. It will be glorious. It will be ahead of schedule. It will be under budget. And according to my plan, I have my ways. I will make sure that it will be paid by the Washington Square Minion.
All right. You want inclusive? How about inclusive? You want inclusive instead of herring? We'll have more arugula. We'll have arugula. The only arugula we have is the same arugula we made back in the same batch in 1874.
Okay. We've got some tough topics right over here. Let's move right along to financial and fiscal responsibility. How are we going to make sure that the YIB budget will balance? Hillary.
So here's the thing. We have a stroller problem, which means we have an infant problem. We also have a Kaylee mikvah that, except from a a few people from time to time, occasionally coming in picking a plate, nobody really uses. It's a waste of space and money. So my platform calls for the creation of the YIB Infant Mikvah Swimming Association. And best of all, it comes with its own stroller parking lot. Yeah.
Fascinating. Ezra.
I've got a new plan. During my last 4 years, I have found new sponsorship opportunities. I continue to look for new sponsorship opportunities. I have found a new sponsorship opportunity. In my new administration, people will be able to sponsor my announcements. At $18 high, I'll talk for an extra 18 minutes. A platinum sponsorship, I'll make sure to slowly repeat every word in the kasher that you could hold in front of you.
How much do I need to pay to make announcements shorter?
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for participating here tonight. It has been a real fascinating show, and I think everyone... What's that? It sounds like we are actually ready to make a projection. We are ready to make a projection. Just trying to hear... We actually have some results coming in. That's quite unexpected. It's like it's so unexpected. There we go. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Magic Wall, where we will be making some projections for tonight. Let's start off. We already started to get some interesting votes coming in. We're going to start off with the men's section. No, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to start off with the men's section. How are they voting tonight? Well, men's section is really going in. Let's have a look. I don't know. Let's take a look at the women's section. Hillary! Unexpected. Things are looking very close here. We're going to keep moving down. Social hall. Herring for all. Herring for all is there. We have Bernie Ellie has taken the social hall. I'll be interested to know what happens in the kitchen. And the Sanders as well has taken it. It looks like he's taken the lead.
Okay.
This is quite something. Okay, stroller parking lot. Here's Hillary. I can see the tension is in the room. It can be cut with a knife. No one knows what's going to happen next. There's a little closet just over that way. Yechira Obed! Yechira Obed, a writing candidate, has received 4 votes for the closet. Wow, I don't know what those guys are drinking. Okay, and the all-important Hashkama demographic, and that goes to Rabbi Shalom. Okay, well, what we can see from all this is that this election has actually already been fixed by our friends at Shiloh House. I am somewhat petrified to announce that the next president of the Young Israel of Brookline will be Rabbi Ronald Shalom.
I want to thank my friends at Hashkama, the demographic, Hashkama Minion over the age of 65, which voted 100% for me, which clearly demonstrates the entire community support. But I will be the president of every single person in this show. And I promise you that I will make the young Israel.
What? There seems to be an error. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just got word from a very reliable source that our auditors, Cohen, and Son, have now actually counted the ballots, and they realized that most were actually fraudulent voters from Newton. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the old and never updated YIB Constitution, I can proudly announce that Ezra will be the next president, and it will be
Okay. And now, YIB News. Okay, these are the latest headlines. Not in the newspaper, not on the internet. Late breaking news of all sorts. In the face of declining attendance, Lenny and Susie Folt have launched their latest campaign called the "If You Please Join Our Shul, We'll Invite You Over for Dinner at least twice a month for the first 5 years." Shul President Ezra Sivan expressed confidence that it would draw in, quote, "at least 4 or 5 people." Experts say, however, that such an estimate likely includes at least 2 of the Folt's children. In related news, Chabad International has just announced that it was diverting all resources from Brookline to wherever the World Baseball Championship is being played, after it was discovered that the team from Israel has more Jews than the 02445 zip code. The population drain is not all bad news, however. Shul President Ezra Sivan is reportedly in talks with real estate developer Ron Sharf to turn the Israeli section of the shul into a food court. Now, this is good news. The food court, which will be open on Shabbos, will feature a coffee shop, as well as the possible return of Rubens. Kiddush Club President Merv Algi welcomed the venture. The 5 remaining Israeli men in Brookline are expected to relocate to the under 30 section, which currently has plenty of openings. YIB annual dinner organizers are still in damage control mode. This is terrible. After one of his named honorees, Morris Nagar, was unable to name the shul president in a recent interview. When told that Ezra Sivan was the guy who made the announcements, Nagar explained that he was never in shul for the announcements. When told that YIB was a shul in Brookline, Morris reportedly said, "Oh, you mean the Kiddush Club place." Okay. Confusing. Bill Adler is in the headlines after Gabbai Jonathan Cohn announced that Bill would be fined for excessive celebration. The incident, which occurred at the double bar mitzvah of Abe and Bo Lovich, well, said Cohn, asking the janitor to bring down the lights was one thing, but the whole chalk throwing was just too much. Bill, who has recently hired an agent and is seeking a trademark on the word Ya'amod, said through a spokesperson that it's just a tempest in a teapot due to what he called professional jealousy. In national news, the OU issued a recent update to its ruling on women's roles in Judaism, clarifying that it did not intend for women to spend their time barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. Alan Fagan, executive VP at the OU, explained, "We know that as Jews living in North America, we need to change and adapt. So, recognizing that the climate in America is different than it once was, henceforth our Rabbanim have agreed that women may wear thick socks and even slippers." See, we're catching up to Saudi Arabia. Okay. In local rabbi news, Rabbi Pollack held a press conference last week to draw up interest for Mishnah Yomit. But the gambit may have backfired after he disclosed that from start to finish, the curriculum, all 4,192 Mishnayot, would take even longer than his Birchat HaChodesh. Oh, that's a long time. Filed this under awkward. David and Ariella Hellman were incensed to learn that they are not the only David and Ariella that go to the Young Israel and live on Winchester Street. That's infuriating. Going so far as to pen an angry cease and desist letter to the Coopermans. But the rabbi and his wife are now striking a conciliatory tone after a series of Amazon deliveries meant for the Coopermans ended up on the Hellman's front porch. Yeah, said Rabbi Hellman, "I really needed a new pair of glasses, and with that Swiss watch, I'm always on time to shul. So it's all good." Cooperman, who was in his first year of residency, was too tired to come. A strange scene unfolded at Maimonides School last week when Rabbi Jaffe challenged Rabbi Hellman to a game of one-on-one basketball. The good news is that Rabbi Hellman won 15-8, but the real loser in this situation was anyone who had to watch. Kids, there's counseling available. Talk to Nady. All right, in the forecast, expect more medical postdocs in the coming year. This comes on the heels of recent research that found that Ezra's announcements induced such a deep sleep that the aging process was actually reversed. In fact, two of the study participants, Aaron Feuerstein and Sumner Kessler, who are already starting to plan their 100th bar mitzvah celebrations, are so enthusiastic about the results that both have signed up for Tinder accounts. Now maybe Jay did, I don't know. That's a game changer though. Good job, Ezra. Meanwhile, the Newton schools are considering at least a temporary ban on members relocating from Brookline after it was discovered that James Wolfe doesn't stop talking. That's so nice. I don't know who wrote that. That wasn't me. In fact, while fewer people are moving to Brookline, the Boston area has, according to TripAdvisor, become a real destination for travelers, and the YIB is caught up in the craze. According to the travel website, top Boston destinations include the JFK Library, understandable, Freedom Trail, very popular, and Merv Algae's Closet. Oh, no, sorry. Merv Algae's Closet full of sweaty drunken men. Is that better? That's cool. All right. In other exclusive Rabbi Hellman news, insiders tell us that the rabbi will start quoting more sources in his drush out after local libraries decided that he was now old enough to take out more than 2 books at a time. Okay. It's tough. Okay. Now, an integral member of our planning for this spiel is Eli Neusner, and Eli, as an Abel, couldn't join us today, but he did some crack investigative reporting, and here that is, if I can find it. This is important. This is
what really happens in the Kalen Bigfoot.
Alright guys, fishing Red Cedar River again, Northern Pike. Hopefully I catch a lot in this spot. Oh, got one. That didn't take long.
What really happens in this back closet? Back in social hall. We walk to the kitchen. What goes on back here anyhow? Yes, I am. Oh.
Okay, wow. Who knew? Who knew? All these things that go on Young Israel Burial. Okay, well, that ends the news portion of today's event.